Hello, race fans, and welcome back to the More Freedom series. Today we have traveled to the Phoenix International Raceway for the Phoenix 50. This is going to be race number 33 in the More Freedom series, season 3, and with only 4 races left to go, the points are very close, so let's go through your current top 10. Your points leader is the 96 of Nico. Second place will be the 329 of Heck of a Duber. Third will be the number 3 of Geek Girl Games. Fourth will be the 300 of Resemble. Fifth will be the 49 of Jetman. Sixth will be the 799 of Mike Check. Seventh will be the 33 of Harvey Jones. Eighth will be the 69 of Arco Creates. Ninth will be the 80 of Hall Garrick. And rounding out your top 10 will be the 00 of Mudbone. So only 31 points separating first and second. But let's go through your team standings. Leading the way is MBR, followed by Aces to Z Motorsports, KFB Racing, Douche Motorsports, and rounding out your top 5, Dump and Roll Racing. Chassis standings look like this: Toyota, Dodge, Chevy, Ford, and Pontiac. Dodge with a good week last week has narrowed that gap on Pontiac. We'll see what they can do here today for this Phoenix 50. They are getting these cars dialed in. The crowd is piling in, so I think it's about time. So let's go racing. As they get these cars fired up, let's go through your starting top 10 today. Starting on the pole with, I believe, his first pole of the year will be the 544 of Frederick Winklebaum. And on his outside, the 123 of Roy Chow. Starting third will be the 619 of Balls Deep. And on his outside, the 33 of Harvey Jones. Starting fifth will be the 11 of TC Roberts. And on his outside, the 38 of Baseman. Starting seventh will be the 329 of Heck of a Duber. And on his outside, the 95 of Zed Brunna. Starting ninth will be the 96 of Nico. And on his outside, starting in the 10th position, will be the 40 of Veteran Chaos. So that's your starting top 10 today. We got 3 of the KFB Racing drivers starting in this top 10 with, again, Frederick on the pole here today for the Phoenix 50. I believe this is his first pole of his career. And I mean, he's a rookie this year, but he's going to be leading us down to the green flag. And out on his outside, another rookie, the 123 of Roy Chow right beside him. Green flag out. We are underway here at Phoenix. Down into turn 1. Almost called him Harvey, but that is definitely Frederick. He is out to a little bit of a lead right now over the 619 of Balls Deep. Falling right behind Balls Deep will be the 11 of TC Roberts. On his outside right now is the 123 of Roy Chow. So Roy, starting on the outside pole, is trying to get down to the bottom of the track. The bottom is a little bit faster here at Phoenix. Not too much faster, but fast enough. As the 11 of TC Roberts pushing down to his inside, the leader on lap number 1 will be the 544 of Frederick Winklebaum. Let's bring up your timing and scoring. As always, top 10 will be on the left. Favorite drivers scrolling across the top as we have a battle right here for the 4th or 5th position right now, with the 11 of TC Roberts down underneath that 33 of Harvey Jones. Followed right behind him is going to be second and first place in points, the 329 of Heck of a Duber and the 96 of Nico. So Duber already trying to get under that 11 of TC Roberts, trying to push himself into the 4th position, as Harvey is in the 5th on the outside. He is working really hard on the outside right there, as following right behind him is that 38 of Baseman. They're just sliding around this Phoenix International Raceway here today, as the 544 Frederick Winklebaum still your leader, as the 619 and the 123 of Roy Chow pushing out, trying to catch up to him. A little bit of a draft right here, as we got 3 wide now, as Duber hooks it underneath that 11 of TC Roberts. Falling right behind Duber's the 96 of Nico, so precarious situation right now for your 2 front runners, as Duber is now, he got underneath the 11 and the 33 of Harvey Jones, as the 96 of Nico now battles with the 11 of TC Roberts, as we got 3 wide with the 40 and the 38 and the 33. As the 38 comes off the turn, I'm going to see if he tries to get down to the inside of the 11, as the still 3 wide here, as they are almost beating and banging here at Phoenix. The 40 of Veteran Chaos trying to get down to the inside of his teammate, the 38 of Baseman. Vet, rough going last week, has fallen back to the 27th in points. He's looking for a good run here today. He's right behind his teammate, Baseman, who is running in 26th. Checking in on your leaders as the 123 of Roy Chow down to the inside of the 619 of Balls Deep. for KFB Racing. So Duber trying to put himself in the third position. The 96 of Nico looks like he's going to try to follow along right with him here. Duber is doing everything he can at this point of the season to give himself the potential ability to win the championship. He has led for a good majority right now, but the 96 has been on his tail the last several weeks, and Nico has just, I don't know, he's come from a ways back in the points, and he's been able to push himself to the top of the standings as of right now, as he also is going to work under the 619 of Balls Deep right now. So Duber is worked himself into the third position. Nico currently in fourth-ish as the 619 almost bounces off the outside wall as the 96 down to his inside. He is going to be able to get around, but here comes that 38 of Baseman and a horde of KFB Racing drivers right here. The 38, I almost said the 96, that's an MBR driver. The 38, the 619, and the 40. So Baseman getting around his teammate, the 619, and the 40 looks like he's going to try to push underneath him as the 95 is Zed Brunna coming up here trying to get into the mix right now as he's about to be to the back bumper of the 40 of Veteran Chaos. Battle right here between the 29 of Wishbone Attack, who started in the 11th position. He is now down to the inside of the 8 of Moon Bunny. This is a battle for the 9th position. So Moon Bunny, who has had just a very, very, very rough season this year, he's fallen all the way back to 36th in points. And, you know, I think she's ready for the season to be over, maybe get a win here at the end, but she definitely just wants to close the book here on Season 3 and get into Season 4 as the 3 of Geek Girl Games trying to work down to the inside of the 11 of TC Roberts. A little bit of a bump right there by the 71 of Kung Fu Beer. So almost all the KFB Racing drivers trying to work themselves into the top 10. Let's jump back up to the front. We haven't even checked on Frederick in a while. He is still out here in the lead by about 0.6 of a second over that second place, the 123 of Roy Chow, as the 96 of Nico now down to the right to the back bumper of the 329 of Heck of a Duber. So Nico and Duber battling it out here on the track. They're battling for this championship lead, this win in the championship. Nico is going for his second championship. Duber is going for his first, and I mean, you're talking 31 points right now, and every lap, every position, every lap led. If you can get a pole, if you can lead it halfway, those points here in these last 4 races, they are going to be what decides. I mean, obviously they've got to have good runs, but you know, in this race, if Duber can lead a lap, if Nico can lead a lap, that's going to be points that, you know, keep themselves ahead. You know, Nico's going to keep himself ahead. Duber's going to, you know, he's going to try to keep Nico behind him right now. So we'll jump back through this field, see what's going on, as the 29 did get around that 8 of Moon Bunny, and the 3 of Geek Girl Games, she is able to get around that 11 of TC Roberts, as KFB now has it 3 wide with that 11 of TC Roberts, and poor Harvey's still stuck on the outside as the 80 of Hog Eric has now come to play, starting 16th on the day. He has worked himself into, oh geez, he's like the 15th position, but it's actually probably higher than that right now. As a 71 of Kung Fu Beer, he is now down to the inside of the 11 of TC Roberts. This is going to be on the track a battle for probably the 11th position, I think, right now, as Eric is trying to make it 3 wide with the 71. And here comes Eric's teammate, Deviant, in that 999. So dump and roll racing now. He is going to make it 3 wide. Down to the inside of the 71 of Kung Fu Beer goes the 80 of Hog Eric. We're going to see if the 999 of Deviant can push him along. Teammates battling here with the 71 of Kung Fu Beer, as the 11 of TC Roberts almost clips the outside wall as he goes 3 wide with the 777 of Seabass, who has now, you know, worked his way out of dead last in the 34th position. But the last place in points still leads this race. That 544 Frederick Winklebaum battle right now between the 71 and the 80. Let's check up through this field, see what's going on, as Duber is able to get around the 123 of Roy Chow. Duber's going to set his sights on the 544 Frederick Winklebaum, who has had 0 contention As of right now, he has led 16 of the 47 laps here today. Duber, however, does have the fastest lap on the day right now, 139.217 or 25.859 seconds. So Duber has a good car underneath him, but that 96 is sticking right there on his bumper. As they come out of the turn, down the backstretch into the pink of the backstretch, I guess, and into 3 and 4, Duber is definitely, he's catching up right now. He's catching up to that 544 Frederick Winklebaum, catching and passing, two different things here in the More Freedom Series. So we're going to see if Duber has anything for this 544. Let's get back through this field real fast, see what's going on. As the 3 of Geek Girl Games now underneath that 8 of Moon Bunny. So G3 is trying to work herself into the 10th position here, as the 80 of Hog Eric is able to get around the 71 of Kung Fu Beer, as now the 69 of Arco Creates battles with KFB, as the 72 of Duchess is now into the picture. As she slides high, here comes the 34 of Super Snake and the 88 of NM, 51 of AJM on the outside right there. Trying to keep an eye on that battle for the lead, which could be happening at any moment, as the 69 of Arco Creates is underneath that 71 of Kung Fu Beer, as the 34 of Super Snake pushing down to the inside with the 88 right behind him. The 777 of Seabass falling back right now, as the 420 of Queen of Hearts underneath him. The 11 of TC Roberts has definitely fallen back. He was in 5th position at some point, but he got caught on the outside, 3 wide, getting past. He's back to 22nd as of right now, as we watch a 3-wide battle between the 34 of Super Snake, the 69 of Arco Creates, and that 71 of Kung Fu Beer, as the 88 and the 51 pushing underneath that 69 of Arco Creates. We're going to jump back up here to the front, as Duber is now to the back bumper of that 544 Frederick Winklebaum. Duber thinking about making the pass into the turn right there. He had a good run, but Frederick comes down and slams the door on Duber, as Duber hooks it hard left. He's trying to get a run down the front stretch. He's got a good draft into the turn. Slide it up high and touch a little bit. Frederick slides up. That gives room for Duber as they come off the turn. Nico is going with that 329 right here. So the 96 is pushing that 329 out to the lead, as it looks like Duber might be coming to the pits. There's the break off. The 544 stays out. Into the pits comes the 329 and the 96. We're going to watch them as they come around here, as the 329 definitely is going to need a great pit stop here. And so is that 96 after a rough go last week in the pits. The 96, we're going to see if MBR did anything to change that, as we got them both right here on your screen. Right side tires going on for both of them. It looks like it's going to be a 4-tire stop for both the 329 and the 96. So left side tires going on to the 96 and the 329. Right in front of that Duber is the 38. So basically down and away, same time for both of them. We'll see if Duber can get a good outlap here, as the 96 powers up that Dodge. Frederick still being shown as your leader as of right now. So we're going to try to catch up. We're going to see if Frederick came into the pits or not. Looks like he did. So he is in the pits, and he is down and away. But it looks like the 329 is going to be your leader, as he is going to, I think he's going to take over the lead from the 544 Frederick Winklebaum, as Mudbone does get a lap lead here. So that's going to help him. 5 bonus points for that 00, and that's definitely going to help him in the championship standings, as he's less than 20 points behind Hog Eric. So a lap lead is a lap lead. 5 bonus points is what you need. As we're checking back through this field, the 544 has fallen back, I don't know, like maybe to 5th position here, as Still watching to see where the 88 of NM might have come out in last place here. Waiting for timing and scoring and all that stuff to update. I believe Duber's going to be your leader. Yeah, it looks like NM, who was top 10, almost top 10 before these pit stops started, he's going to fall all the way back to last place. And then 36 will be the 11 of TC Roberts. So your leader on the track as of right now is this 329 of Heck of a Duber. So good news for Frederick, though. He is going to lead, probably going to lead the most laps here today, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. But he did lead at halfway. So that's going to be 15 bonus points for him. And, I mean, that could pull him out of last place in points. But Duber is looking for, I believe, his second or third win of the season this season, and definitely needing the win here in the More Freedom Series, as he is, you know, in the midst of this battle royale with a 96 of Nico. Let's jump back through this field. Third place, let's actually go through your current top 10. So your leader is the 329 of Heck of a Duber. Second's going to be the 96 of Nico. Third will be the 123 of Roy Chow. Battling, or fourth is going to be the 95 of Zed Brunna. Battling it out for fifth is the 544 of Frederick Winklebaum. As of right now, sixth will be the 40 of Veteran Chaos. Seventh will be the 38 of Baseman. Eighth will be the 29 of Wishbone Attack. Ninth will be the 8 of Moon Bunny. 10th, and rounding out your top 10, as of right now, will be the 619 of Balls Deep. So G3 still in 11th. I think she went in 11th, came out 11th. 12th is going to be that 80 of Hog Eric. We're checking back through this field, as I don't know what happened to him in the pits, but definitely a very, very slow pit stop. His teammate, the 51 here, they were right here on the same part of the track. So NM, terrible pit stop apparently, as the 51 of AJM down to the inside of the 34 of Super Snake. Jump back through this field, see what else is going on back here. As there's Harvey finally got down to the bottom of the track, as the 71 is battling right now with the 49 and the 42. So checking in on your lead, the 96 of Nico, who is hooking it hard left off the turn. I think he's going to try to make a run for the lead here down into turn one. Duber sliding down in front of him, very, very close right now for the lead of this race. As Nico gets down to the inside of that 329 of Heck of a Duber into the turn, they touch a little bit. Duber slides up. Nico goes down to the bottom. Drag race down the backstretch right now into the little kink. The 96 of Nico on the inside, the 329 of Heck of a Duber on the outside. Your 2 points leaders right here battling on the track for this win here at Phoenix. I don't know if you could script it any better, that now it's going to show the 96 of Nico is going to have led that lap. But again, I don't know that you could script this season any better, because we have a battle for the championship happening right now here at Phoenix between the 96 of Nico and the 329 of Heck of a Duber, with Nico taking over the lead here with about 11 laps to go. Now, what does Duber have for this 96? Is it going to be a back and forth battle here as we, 10 or 11 laps to go? It's still either one of these drivers' race, and they went 25. They should be able to make it to the finish, because it's 22 laps to the end of the race. So I don't think tires, fuel, anything like that is going to play tires and fuel are not going to play a deciding factor in the end of this race, as the 329 of Heck of a Duber is now down to the inside of the 96 of Nico. Nico powering at Dodge on the outside. Duber down to the inside, sliding up, giving it all he's got right now is at 96. He's trying to stay in front of this 329 of Heck of a Duber. Duber absolutely needs this win here today at Phoenix. but the 96 also, he definitely needs the win here today to keep himself in the points lead over that 329 of Heck of a Duber. Again, 31 points separating these two drivers in the championship. Battle for first place happening right here on the track and the championship. I mean, this is so exciting as Nico able to keep himself driven on the outside right now over that 329 of Heck of a Duber. That's allowing the 123 of Roy Chow to sneak into the picture a little bit right here as Duber's thinking about it here on the backstretch. Into the kink, Duber down to the inside, maybe down to the inside as we head into 3 and 4. Nico giving him room. As we head off of 4, here comes the 329 and the 96, still battling it out right now here at Phoenix with just about 7 laps to go. We're going to see whose tires give up first. Is it going to be the 329? Is it going to be the 96? As Nico with that Dodge MBR power on the outside right now. And Duber down to the inside with the Chevy Douche Motorsports power. This battle for the lead here at Phoenix. As the 329 has a fender on him right now. So Duber might be taking over the lead as the 96 battles to the outside right here. He is still trying his darndest as the 123 of Roy Chow is here to play. He is going to get himself into the mix as the 96 slides high off the turn. Here they come down to the stripe again. Your leader here on this lap is going to be that 329 of Heck of a Duber with about 5 laps to go. You could not ask for a better battle right here at the end of this race. As the 123 of Roy Chow, I think he's thinking about making it 3 wide for the lead. As that draft help by that 123 of Roy Chow is really going to help that 329 of Heck of a Duber here. So Nico, at this point, with Roy Chow catching up to him, he can go first to third, which is definitely going to help the 329 in the points championship. I want to say, I mean, it's not an insignificant amount of points between first and third, especially I think it's like maybe 15 or 20 points. As Duber now breaking away from the 123 of Roy Chow. At this point, if Nico wants a chance in this, he's got to let that 123 go and just get to the back bumper of that 329 of Heck of a Duber. So Roy Chow playing spoiler right now to the 96 of Nico, as now it looks like that 544 of Frederick Winklebaum might be able to catch up, but with only a couple laps to go here at Phoenix, your leader on the track, second place in points is the 329 of Heck of a Duber. Battling still is the 96 and the 123 of Roy Chow. That 544 of Frederick Winklebaum is going to become part of this mix for second place. As we got the white flag out, one more lap around this track for your leader, the 329 of Heck of a Duber. We're going to follow along for a little bit with this battle for second position between the 96 and the 123 of Roy Chow. As we head down to the 3 and 4, your leader, he's going to win it here today at Phoenix, the 329 of Heck of a Duber, coming from the top 10. He's going to pull out a win. That's going to see we're going to see what it does for his championship standings, as the 96 of Nico able to get around the 123 of Roy Chow and finish second. So again, your winner today, that 329 of Heck of a Duber. He is doing what he can right now to get himself in a position to win this championship, and he definitely needed this win today, and Nico definitely needed this second place. So let's go through your finishing top 10. Again, your winner is the 329 of Heck of a Duber. Second place will be the 96 of Nico. Third will be the 123 of Roy Chow. Fourth will be the 544 of Frederick Winklebaum. Fifth will be the 38 of Baseman. Sixth will be the 40 of Veteran Chaos. Seventh will be the 95 of Zed Brunna. Eighth will be the 3 of Geek Girl Games. Ninth will be the 29 of Wishbone Attack. And rounding out your top 10 will be the 619 of Balls Deep. So great run today for KFB Racing. They've got 3 drivers in the top 10. But I mean, you know, Duber needed this win. But next week we head back to Indiana, back to the Yard of Bricks at Indianapolis for the Indianapolis 60. So we're going to see if the 96 and the 329, what they have for Indy next week. Take a deep breath real fast as let's go through let's look at your point standings, because it's going to be close between the 329 and the 96. Duber definitely needed that win here today. He's only going to get a lap led. He didn't lead it halfway, and he didn't lead the most laps. But he definitely needed this win to put on just a few more points onto the 96 of Nico. You're seeing the points on the screen. I'm excited to calculate them. Let's also go through your team and chassis standings. I'm guessing MBR is still going to be leading the way. That's a good win for Douche Motorsports. But we're going to see between Ford, Toyota, Chevy, and all those who's leading the chassis standings. So another fantastic race here this week in the More Freedom Series. Your 2 points leaders battling it out for the win here at Phoenix, and just an amazing run by both the 96 and the 329. But your winner today is the 329 of Heck of a Duber. Congratulations to him as he tries his hardest to win the championship this year. And it's an amazing race. And if it can't get any better, we're going to Indianapolis next week. So we'll see you next week for the Indianapolis 60. And until then, take care.